Huku taifa likiomboleza kifo cha aliyekuwa rais wa tatu wa Jamhuri ya Kenya Mwai Kibaki, Gavana wa Meru Kiraitu Murungi, aliyehudumu kama waziri katika serikali ya Kibaki, anatueleza kuhusu maisha na uongozi wa Kibaki.
I worked with Kibaki 10 years in opposition and 10 years in government. So I think I understood him, quite well. Kibaki was an intellectual. He understood many things, and of course he had experience in government, having been Minister for Finance, and don't forget he was also a top student in his days at Makere. So Kibaki was very confident. I remember one time when he was president, a team came from World Bank and it was talking about coffee. And they were saying, coffee is managed by people with gray hairs, it's a dying industry, and these cooperatives are not working, so we should abolish them and replace them with some private sector arrangement. He said, those things you are saying, they look good in the books, but we don't think they are right for us. Kibaki gave us, as government, a lot of space. As his minister, I could do virtually, whatever I thought was right, within the context of what we were trying to do then. Kibaki was not the person to give you calls, do this, do that. He left us free. And even in appointment of boards and all that, he left it to ministers. These days, to be appointed a board member, you have to be appointed from State House. Kibaki's time, it was not like that. Although he was very shy, he was very humble, he did not want even a stadium to be named after him. Some people even wanted to name this Thika Superhighway after Kibaki. Then he asked, where does this highway go? And he was told it to go to Thika. Then he said, then it should be Thika Superhighway, not Kibaki. Now when you travel to Nyeri, and then the vijana line up to try to get money from him, and then you stand and ask him, money for what? What have you done? Unasimama hapo kwa barabara tu upatiwe pesa. It doesn't happen like that.
Do not be encouraged by these fellows who keep talking loudly for nothing.
One time he came to Meru, and the people wanted to add, some wazee told him now he should not go. He should run for a land term after the expiry of his term. And you remember what he said? Ni pumbavu. So he had his own way of, dismissing those things in such language. We met in politics, and I think looking back, my life was really, I was brought into politics through the political struggles during the Mwai's time. So it is that time when I decided to join the Democratic Party of Kenya. And, Kibaki came to Nkubu to receive me to the party. And then we ate it on, he appointed me as Secretary for Legal and Constitutional Affairs. And because of that, we were now in very close consultation. And then I played a key role. You remember there were managers then trying to negotiate with various parties to choose a single presidential candidate for the opposition. So I was part of the team which was doing those negotiations. And now representing Kibaki kina Musikari Kombo representing Wamarwa, and John Katuku representing Charity Ngiru. And it is that team which now decided that Kibaki would be the presidential candidate. Then after that, of course, there was Koro in Kanu, and Raila and Saitoti moved on, and they came and joined this team. And then now, instead of becoming NAK, it became NAK. And that is what finally brought Kibaki to power.
Mimi, Mwai Kibaki, naapa kwamba nitakuwa mwaminifu.
Ni maelezo ya Gavana wa Meru Kiraitu Murungi aliyehudumu katika serikali ya Kibaki. Kiraitu amemtaja Kibaki kama kiongozi aliyesawazisha uchumi ya taifa la Kenya. Angela Cheror, K24 TV, Nairobi.